Hello, friends. My name's Michelle, and I call myself the Beauty Treasure Hunter. Today, I have all kinds of little goodies for you from my treasure chest. I've got a $5 cushion foundation, some more lip stain and new lipstick, a dupe for the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer stick that's like dead on, that's much cheaper. So, if you want to see how I got this look, then hang right with me. Okay, let's get some makeup on this face. I have already put on my hyaluronic acid watery sunscreen. And if you type in Amazon the hyaluronic acid sunscreen, this will come up eventually. And 50 plus, it's really good. It's $9.99. I already have that all over my face. Okay, I've been using this Lagouche under my eyes, but I'm going to compare it today to the D'Alba multi-balm. Here's what the D'Alba looks like. It's got two separate serums, I think, in there. Gonna do that on one side. And the cheaper alternative on the other. And it just looks like this. No inner core to that one. But the feel, wow, very comparable. I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. And I want to mention, I got this Dermalect Self-Esteem Beauty Sleep Serum. I had heard really good things about it, and I got it, I think through IPSY this time, but I looked, it's not on the IPSY shop, and if you look for it anywhere else, it's going to be $49. But I wanted to tell you, it is amazing. If you want to put something on your face and then immediately feel a vast difference the next morning, this stuff is it. It has glycolic, salicylic, and L-ascorbic acids, but it makes your skin so incredibly soft and plump. So if you see it on sale anywhere, you need to grab it up. It's amazing. Okay, under my eyes today, I'm going to use this Made Cheer. It's an under eye brightener. I got the pink one. I think it was like $5 on Prime Day. It comes with two brushes. I'm going to use one of them. And I'm just going to dab it right under my eyes. And the reason I didn't just go in straight with it is it's a tad thick. But look, over that serum, it just goes on so nicely. And I don't think I will need any concealer. This is going to function as my concealer. They did have a darker peachier shade if you prefer that. And I think both sides, I think that applied the same over both serums. Can't tell the difference. Okay, I loved the Amorist lip stain from Holika. Isn't it cute? So well that when I went to my Marshalls and saw they had another one, this one's in the color Swish, I thought I would try it too. So here is Swish. And I don't think I like that color as well, but it feels really good. And it's going to stain my lips, and then I can put something else on top a little bit later. Okay, to prime my eyes today, I got this About Face Matte Liquid Eyeshadow. I did it during the Prime Day sale as well. And this is in the shade Capulets. Reminds me of Romeo and Juliet. Capulets and the Montagues. And I'm going to use one of the new Beauty brushes that's in the white eye set. This one is a number 23. It's called the Brow Bone Highlight, but it's a little bit stiffer. I like that to blend out liquids and creams. So I think that's a nice color for a base, and it covered my veins pretty well. Okay, I'll let that dry down just a little bit. I'm going to use my L'Oreal Magic Root Precision in dark brown again, except this time I'm going to use just an angled, thin brush. So the twist up. I'm gonna do it until I see some product. This brush is just a little bit too big for my brows, and I have to do a lot of cleaning up. So I'm gonna try a smaller brush this time. I love how this just grabs on and covers any gray growth I've got, or blonde, or whatever lighter color you might want to darken up. Yeah, I'm liking using it this way much better. I always clean my brushes off right after I use them. Okay, now I'm going to use my number 25 liner spoolie and just brush through a little bit more to kind of soften that color. A little bit of cleaning up around the edges. And I'm going to grab my Cara Beauty Brow Lift in Clear. I get this at Marshall's. I think you can also get it off of the Cara Beauty site. This reminds me a lot of the Maybelline Super Lock, except when I find it at Marshall's, it's cheaper, like half the price of the Super Lock. Hey, I think we'll see how this goes. I think I'm going to use my Sachu eyeshadow stain, S-T-A-Y-N. I think it's supposed to stay really well. This is in 04 Sugar. One of my dear friends, her grandchildren heard her husband call her Sugar, so they call her Shug. Is that not the cutest thing you've ever heard? My grandma's name is Mimi, actually Mimi Shell, but hers is Shug. I just love that. Okay, I like the way that looks. I didn't go all the way to the outside with it. I just start close to the center and work my way in. Kind of blend that out gently. That's got a nice sheen to it. And I checked, and you still can get this Lottie London highlighter, but it's too sparkly for a highlighter. It's in Rosé Champagne. It is the Illuminating Powder Highlighter, Diamond Bounce. Although it's not bouncy, it is a powder. And I'm just going to kind of tap it, above. And I think I'll do my go over the inner corner also. And I don't know how much longer you'll be able to get this, but it sure is nice and sparkly. And I got this Cara Beauty 9-pan. I really like Cara Beauty, if you can't tell. This is called City Drift. It's got 3 sparkles or sheens, and the rest are mattes. I'm gonna swipe the pretty sparkles for you. Aren't those great? So I may use this again at some point, but I need some liner. I'm going to use shadow, and I'm going to use the one that is labeled as a all-over lip brush, number 22, because it's nice and flat and thin. And I'm going to go in with the bottom chocolate matte at first. I think I'll make just a little tiny wing. Sometimes my attempts at tiny wings, just when I relax, they end up completely disappearing. And I think I'm going to use this rosy shimmer also on top of that. And I didn't have to do all this. I wanted to play. Are you ever like that? It's like artwork, and our faces are the canvases. And in my July IPSY bag, I got a new mascara by Tower 28 in the color Jet. I use that on my lower lashes. It has a little curved wand. It is like the silicone type. And this is the first time I've used it, so this is very wet and very new. We'll see how I like this over the next few days. And I just love my Hourglass 1.5 millimeter. And I'm going to do some touching up on the top here. Okay, these are the same God Venus Wispy Lash Clusters that I had on last time. I can get several days wear out of them. And some of you may think, ew, that's just gross. But when I take them off, I do a thorough cleaning and use hypochlorous acid, which is like a saline that kills germs. And it keeps your eyes super healthy. It'll even kill pink eye, viral or bacterial. I checked. Another incredible Amazon find is this cushion foundation by Blue Love. Mine is in the color, I think it's called Dream. I think that's the color. It was only like $5 for the whole compact and 2 refills. It comes with a little puff that says Blue Love. And it's as good a quality as any cushion foundation sponge that I have. I think I'll pat it out on here just to, so I don't get too much. Let's try it out on this nice blemish down here. And this may be a little light, and if it is, I'll just go in with some bronzer. I'm going to do some blending out with a brush too. And sometimes instead of using a puff, I just go straight in with the brush. I'm going to take my number 70 buffing brush. Just buff that in. Just use the puff to pretty much just lay it out there. Some concealer on that little dude down there. Gonna use my Dermablend Quick Fix Concealer stick in 35C medium. My concealer is a little bit darker than my foundation. So let's see. I have 2 colors in the CoverGirl Sun Sculpt. I think I'll use the lighter of the 2 today. This one's 10 very light and 20 is just called light. Here's what light looks like. And I think it's plenty dark. And I'm going to use my number 60 buffing brush. Just going to kind of go over everything. Oh yeah, that's working nicely. So if you have any foundations that you love, but they're too light for summer, works great to just go over it with this. It has a light serumy texture. I'm going to use a darker concealer. This is the Infallible Pro Glow 01 Classic Ivory. But I always did think that this Classic Ivory was a little dark. I mean, that's the lightest they have in this Pro Glow. So let that dry down a little bit. If you have ever wondered if you could get something like a dupe to the Too Faced chocolate bronzer, I do believe I have found one. My chocolate bronzer is in chocolate mousse, and here's what it looks like. And I just noticed that the Essence foundation stick in 200 looks like this. Same consistency, the only difference is the Essence one does not smell like chocolate. So I'm going to use Essence on one side and the Too Faced chocolate bronzer in chocolate mousse. And I'll use my same number 60 flat. Let's see which side first. I think I'll do this side first. This is the Too Faced. And this bronzer stick is quite expensive. And now for the Essence. The Essence foundation stick is an incredibly good deal. So if you get the right consistency, you don't have to get a quote-unquote bronzer stick. You can just get a foundation stick in an appropriate shade. And there'll be a lot more shades for you to choose from. And I can't tell. I think they both look fine. Actually pretty good. Okay, in my IPSY bag this time, I got some Ciele highlighter, the Glow and Protect. It's got an SPF of 50. And this shade is called Church. And I think I'll just put some on the back of my hand. And I do have a dedicated brush for that, the number 57 in the original View Art set. It is called a Pro Airbrush Concealer. And I'm just going to dab that on my brush. And this doesn't smell too bad, but it definitely has that clean makeup scent. They all have this same strange scent to me. I had to take the Ilia skin tint back. I just could not do that one. But this one is faintly smells the same way. Not enough for me to not use this though. It's fine. Gives a nice glow. Now to set those down, I have a choice. I got two palettes. It's by Āthr. One palette is more kind of peachy toned. The other one is more of a berry. I think I'm gonna go with this one and just try to take it easy on it because it's fairly dark. But I'm gonna use the berry color, not the hot pink one. Very lightly. Let's see what we get. Okay, all right. You can still see the highlighter coming through. And I think I'll use my LA Girl bronzer. This one's in Golden Hour. And it has two shades and they're both very nice. And my number 50. And I just kind of go all the way around to get both colors. And I like to go around the perimeter first, kind of work my way in. I'm going to grab my Bare Minerals concealer. This one's in the color Summer Bisque. And I like to use a teeny tiny little packer brush. This one is a no name. Let's see if I have one similar in either of my brush sets. Yes. In the Jessup set that I did a couple of times ago, this one's the number 17. That's what I'll use. It's the most like the one that I've been using. And the Bare Minerals all work fantastic for covering blemishes. I no longer use it all over my face because I think mineral makeup, as soon as you have texture, kind of emphasizes that, but to use it on a very small spot and keep it covered, it works great. And I'm very excited to use my brand new number 7 translucent. This is the Pro Artist Set the Scene loose setting powder. It doesn't come with a puff and it recommends the use of a brush. So I'm just gonna dab in. And I'm gonna set down the under eyes first. And I'll try it with the brush. When I'm trying to get rid of pores, I generally like my puff, but we'll see if this works. I've heard folks just rave about this. Okay, now I'm going to check my 10X mirror to see if it got my pores. It actually looks pretty good. And I think if I press, that might help push it into pores too without adding more to it. And I think I'm going to add some Bare Minerals Bare Pro foundation. This one's in Fair Tin Cool. And the new Jessup number 17. This has a little bit of pink in it. Sometimes I think it's all about finding the right shade. Okay, Okay, I think the foundation worked better than the concealer. Now, one of my viewers recommended going ahead and doing your setting spray and then going in with your finishing powder. So that's what I'm going to do today. I think I am going to spray some Anua PDR-N plus Hyaluron just to kind of melt my powder. And I'll go in with my newly formulated L'Oreal Infallible 3-second. That's so much more pleasant than it used to be. Oh my gosh. And I'm really into my finishing powders now. So I'm going to show you a different one today. All right, this is one that I found at Marshall's. It's by Laura Mercier, and it's called Candle Glow in shade 3, Sheer Perfecting Powder. And it looks baked to me. It's kind of, kind of beveled. I'm going to use my fluffy flower brush. Just going to go around and around and go over everything one more time. So I like the way this doesn't make me look too matte and chalky. Still have a slight glow. And now let's do a little bit more to the lips. I got a Palladio lip liner in Sand, and I have tested this out on my hand and it lasts. And I love collecting like MAC lipsticks and Anastasia and Laura Mercier when I find them really cheap at Marshall's. This one's an Anastasia, and it is Rose Dream, and it is a satin. I like that color. Now to give it a little more zhuzh, this is the e.l.f. Plumping Gloss in the shade Sugar, Pink Sugar. And this is not the burning kind of plumper. I mean, you can tell it's doing something, but it's very comfortable. And I like the Pink Sugar shade. So I'm going to give you a close-up view of what I'm seeing in my mirror today. Can't believe the foundation was $5. Don't look at my bed. I've got makeup all over it. I've been trying out a different curling. It's a wand. I went on a walk with my 4-year-old granddaughter last week in the Kentucky humidity early in the morning, and my hair just went. And so my daughter had a curling wand that's kind of cone shaped. It's not extreme, but it's a little bit fatter on the base and skinnier at the tip. And I kind of touched up my hair, and then it lasted for a couple days, and I was like, wow, I'm gonna have to dig out my old one. And so I did it again, and it lasted. And so this is what I get. I don't like how it's super duper tight, but this will last me for, until it's time to wash it again. And no other curling tool that I have will do that. So, and I didn't change anything else about, products I used or anything. So this is my final look for the day. I have my pre-op phone appointment and getting ready to have my nasal passage surgery. I'm nervous about it, but it'll be worth it if it works. I hope it works. Anyway, thank you for spending some time with me today. I am still trucking along to my goal of 1,000 subscribers, so please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and it really helps to leave me a comment. I appreciate you all who are doing that so much. I hope you're taking care of yourselves so that you can take care of others. I'm going to have to be taking care of myself for a while. I think a couple of weeks. So if I go silent, you'll know that's what it is, and I'll be back. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you're doing well. Do things that make you happy. Life is a gift. Enjoy it. And I hope you see me next time.